Hi everybody. This video is to explain the question, how do monopolists set price? After some people watched the first video about the overview of monopoly graphs, I received the same question from two people. So I want to go through this once again about how the monopolists set price. So to recap what we went over in the overview video of monopoly graphs, we're going to start with the same thing, is that the monopoly firm faces an average total cost curve that looks like all the other cost curves, and then they also have a marginal cost curve that is intersecting the low point of the ATC. And here's the difference, that for monopoly we are going to have a demand curve and a marginal revenue curve that is not the same. So we're going to draw in two different curves. So what we see here is the demand curve is drawn in red, and lying below the demand curve is the marginal revenue curve. So the way that this works is that we are going to use where the marginal revenue curve meets the marginal cost curve. So where MR equals MC, this sets the quantity 1, which gives us the profit maximizing quantity. So that tells us the quantity that they can charge where they're going to be able to make the most profit. But now, the question that I had was, how do they determine what price to charge? Because if we look at P1, that's where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. That is not the price the monopolist charges. The monopolist charges the price which is set by the demand curve. So they go up to the demand curve, and the monopolist charges price 2. So I have it written here, the key point: the price the firm charges is set by the demand curve. We don't need the twice. So to review once again, that for the quantity, that's going to be set by where the marginal revenue equals the marginal cost curve. That tells the profit maximizing quantity. But then for the firm to figure out how much they can charge, they're going to charge as much as possible that will be supported by demand. So the demand curve gives the maximum price. So this brings up a really important point, is that the monopolists cannot charge whatever they want. So we want to keep in mind they cannot charge whatever they want for their product. Remember that there's two limits to demand, is that first of all, consumers need to be willing and able. And so it could be that if the price goes too high, consumers are not willing. It also could be that if the price goes too high, they are not able due to their income. So keep in mind that the demand curve tells the firm what is the highest price they can charge at that quantity. And so therefore, they're setting their price according to the demand curve. So that concludes the lesson to answer the question, how does the monopolist set price for their product? The end. I hope you have enjoyed this monopoly curve video.